Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. If you are just joining me right here, right now, we're going to go over risk management. If you ever heard a pro trader or even somebody who at least knows what they're talking about, they'll talk to you in percentages and they will talk to you in R multiples. You guys need to understand that this is the best way to do it because money is going to be relative to whoever you're talking about. If I say I made $10 today, that might be nothing to you. But if I said I made $10,000 today, that might be something to you. But if I said I made 10% of my account today and your 10% and my 10% are wildly different, that is still 10% to each person's account and will still mean the same. 10% is a great deal to anybody. The dollar amount is going to be relative. So that's what we are going to do today. We're going to talk to you guys in R multiples and percentages. And if you learn this, you will become a better trader yourself. Now, let's take a look at this trade that we took. This is a trend breakout. So we get a big push up over here on ASTS. You will see we are always looking for trend and base breakouts. Now, not only did this push up higher, but it followed this 10-day moving average and I was looking for an area to get in. There were multiple areas to get in. This one I found to be one of the best. Now, I'm also saying that in hindsight, but it's the only trade that I was actually able to get in. So when I seen this actually happen, let me see if I can go on the 5-minute here just to show you guys exactly what happened. All right, and we're gonna zoom in on this and you will see why I took this trade. So here is the 5-minute action, guys, and you'll see here's my downtrend and here's the volume. You'll see that we had volume dry up here where we come down and we're getting less and less volume here, okay? You see huge volume on the push up and as it pulls back, much lower volume and then boom, see this candlestick right here? That's where I took this trade, okay? Myself and multiple other people in our Discord, which you're more than welcome to join. Click the description down below, find my link tree and then click on that. You'll see the Discord, you'll see this beautiful charting platform. You can download this charting platform using our link right there and you will be able to set it up in our trading school. Just check out the YouTube, guys. We got it all for you. We got everything that you could possibly need. Now back to the section here. So when I seen this, I decided to take this trade. Now, what do I need to do here in order to take this trade using risk management? What is the best way to take this trade? First of all, knowing how much I want to risk. So your R multiple can be whatever you choose it to be. But let's just say it's no higher than 1%. 1% of your account. So if you have a $100 account, the most you can risk is going to be $1. That's the easiest way to think about it. If you have 100% of your account, 1% of 100% is $1, okay? I'm sorry, 100% of your account is $100, $1 is 1%. So let's say we only wanted to risk 1% on this. Now, whatever your account size is, all you are risking is 1%. So now if we take and measure this off this low, we can do all these calculations to figure out our R's. But if you use this TradingView platform, you will see there's a button right here that you can click, which is very, very nice. And you can click this button right here. Boom, I got in right here. And it will bring up your risk reward for you. Then you can change these. And this is what's really, really great about this, guys. This is what I absolutely love about this beautiful charting platform. So what I'll do is I'll grab this and I'll put it, I always use the low of the day. So here's my low of the day. And then this is your risk multiples, okay? So if I wanna know what is a 1-to-1, you can see my stop loss is 4.21% here, 4.21% at the low of the day. Okay, I entered here and now I want to know where 1R is. Right now, this is at 1.66. So if I pull this down, right here is my 1R multiple, okay? You can't see that button? What button can't you see, brother? Oh, off to the side? Okay, I'll just show it to you right here so you can see what it looks like. This is what that button looks like off to the side. It's the fourth one down on the left-hand side here, okay? This is what it looks like. And it'll be a risk reward. It'll say long position on it, okay? And when you click it, you click where you want to enter, and then it'll bring up your risk reward for you, okay? So that way it'll show you the percentage to your stop, and it'll automatically give you a 1R to the top. Now, I always like to take out at 2R. In this situation, I did, okay? And then I let the last half ride, all right? So I'm in this position, and if we zoom out now, we can go on the daily, okay? So where I like to take, and everybody can be different, okay? Where I like to take is at 1R, or I'm sorry, at 2R. I like to exit half of my shares out at 2R, okay? So I did actually exit at, no, I exited half at 1R, and then I let the last half ride. Now, right now, we are at this price action area of around 2045. And you can see on this charting platform, it shows my risk reward ratio. I'm up 12R on the last half of this trade, okay? Now, I could tell you how much it is, but that's all relative, guys. That's all relative. All right, now because I did it on the 5-minute, I'm just gonna show you on the daily what it looks like, and that is right here, okay? And if you click on it, you can see, here is my risk, right here. My risk was 3.69, okay? My reward is now all the way up here at 16.22. By the end of yesterday and today, it got up to there, but right now it's currently at 14.63. Okay, so that's really, really good risk reward, and we're always trying to shoot as momentum traders, we're always trying to shoot for trades that are going to be like 10R multiples. You're not always going to get that. That's why I like to take half out at 1 or 2R. Now, if you guys were with me when I took this trade, the reason why we took out at 1R is because the overall market was not looking the best. We were risk on, but it was just after we were risk off. So this is exactly what we do. Can you show what button it is? Yeah, so I'll just show it to you guys. I just didn't want to move the screen here. I'll be happy to show you though here. All right, so it's right here. Now you should be able to see it. If you click on this right here, is it that one? No, sorry, it's the 4th one down, and you'll have all of these positions here. You'll have projections, volume base, and measurements. You just click on this long position, and if you click on this star, it'll bring it up in your favorites in this section here. All right, so that way you don't have to. So click on the long position, click on the favorite button for anchored VWAP as well, so that way you guys can mess with that, okay? So now let's just go to another, let's go to Apple, AAPL. Let's do something simple here. All right, so we're gonna look at this on the daily, okay? So let's say Apple has earnings, you know, I don't know. Let's, actually I know Google has a trend break that I've played before. Let's find the trend break that I played here. Let's see. Higher lows, base breakout. Here's a trend here. Here's a trend. Here's a base. Okay, so we'll take this base breakout right here, guys. Okay, so let's just say we found this base breakout right here, and we're gonna mark this base breakout so everybody can see and understand it. All right, so this is a nice base breakout. We get a nice push up, a pullback, a new higher low. So we got 3 new higher lows, 1, 2, and 3. It's starting to get tight, riding this 21-day moving average, looking nice and tight. Look at this. This looks beautiful. Now we want to take this trade here, okay? Now taking this trade here, we want to risk the same low of the day. All right, so if we're going to take this base breakout right here, we want to risk this low of that same day. So let me blow this up so you guys can see and understand this a little better. Okay, here's your base break. Here's your base breakout on volume. There's the volume right there, okay? So then we click our long position and we click right where we decide that we're gonna take it when it happens. And then we're gonna bring this stop right up underneath the low of the day, and we're gonna see it's 0.71%, okay? That's the percentage, 0.71, okay? And then your long position, we can bring to 0.71 or 1R, so you know right where 1R is, but let's just say we're going for 2R, so we'll bring it up so the numbers say right here, 2R. Risk reward ratio 2, okay? So we know that the low is 71%, the 2R is at 1.43%, and we know if we take this position at 178.24, what we would do is we are taking this trade 178.24, okay? And then we're gonna subtract it from the low, our stop loss, which is 176.97. So we're gonna subtract that from 176.97, and that equals $1.27. That means each share that you buy here is $1.27. Okay, so if you have $1,000 in your account and you're willing to risk 1% of your account, which is $100, that would mean that you can take what? Let's say, I'm really guessing here, let's say 80 shares, that equals 101.60. All right, that's close enough. Take one less share. You're gonna take 79 shares of this, okay? You're gonna take 79 shares of this, and that will give you your risk reward ratio. Does that make sense to everybody? I really hope it does. Okay, so all I'm doing is I'm using this. We'll go through it one more time, okay? So if I want to take this base breakout, I click on our long position, I click on the area of base breakout, we see the volume it breaks out. Let's say we even grab it here, a little higher than we want it, but hey, you know, it's on volume, we got in, we like the trade. We're gonna bring our stop loss up underneath the low of the day, so that way we can calculate it, and we're gonna bring our target for our risk reward ratio to 2. Right? So we know when to take half at 2. So we set it at 2, all right? So now our risk is 1.05%, which is the low. And look, the average daily range is at 2.16, so that's within the average daily range percentage, right? The risk reward is 2, so now we know we're gonna take half of our shares out here at 2, all right? And now we have to calculate how many shares we can take. So let's say we have a $1,000 account, we're willing to risk 1% of that account, that's $100. It's so simple, guys. $100 is 1% of 1,000, okay? So now we take the area that we're gonna get in, which is 178.81, we do 178.81, and we just subtract that from the low, our stop loss, which is 176.94. So we're gonna subtract that from 176.94. Guess what? That equals $1.87. If we're allowed to take $100 for our risk, we're gonna multiply this and see how many shares we can get. So let's multiply that by 65. That's 121 shares, so we wanna multiply $1.87 by 60. So $1.87 times 60, and this is real time, guys, $112. Okay, now we know that we can, you know, we'll take off 12 more shares. So we can do 52 shares, all right? You don't have to be perfect, you know? You don't have to be perfect with this stuff. You just want to make sure you're within your risk multiple, okay? So we take 60 shares, we're risking $112, you're good to go, all right? And you can do all of that before this breakout happens. If you have this Google on your watch list, you like the base breakout, and you want to take this trade, which isn't part of my criteria because we look for higher average daily range stocks, but I'm just using this as an example, okay? So we get in the stock, we have our stop loss, and within the next 2 days, it hits our 2R. We take out half of our shares. Now, what are we gonna do with the last half of our shares? Well, we're gonna wait until it breaks this 10-day moving average. Well, look at this, it breaks the 10-day moving average right here, and we're gonna exit. So what's that last piece give us? Let's move it up. Our last half gives us a 4R ratio. So if we're risking 1R or $100, we take out half of our shares, which is going to be at 2R, that'll be $100 that we made at 2R. Then we have another half of our shares into this. That is gonna give us another 4R, that's another $200. You made $300 on this stock and you were risking $100. So that's a 1 to 3 on your money, okay? That's good, that's good. Plan to base breakout right here and met all your criteria, okay? And this is just something I pulled out of my ass, guys. There's gonna be plenty of other trades out there that you're gonna wanna see, that you're gonna wanna take. Like we could go to NNE, all right? This NNE, why do I like using this? Because I made a ton of freaking money on this. That's why I like using this. All right, so look, and it's the most beautiful trade you would ever see, okay? This thing took off right here and we got in right in this area, okay? Right in this area. We used this low of the day right here. So our risk was 6.79% on an 18 average daily range stock. We took half out at 2R, which was right somewhere about right here, okay? And we let that last half ride, guys. Look at this. We let this last half ride. Look what happens when you let this last half ride on a higher average daily range stock, okay? Look at this thing, all the way up here. That's a 56 risk reward. That's a beautiful damn thing right there. But if you were using the hourly, so after we get over 100%, you use the hourly 1 hour in order to exit out of this. So I exited out actually right here, I exited out of this trade, which was a 37 risk to reward multiple on the last half of my shares. If that doesn't get you excited, nothing's gonna get you excited. Stop trading, okay? Just stop trading. So that's a beautiful thing right here. And this is a beautiful, beautiful piece of charting platform, guys. If you want this charting platform, go to the description down below, click that link tree and download this using my link. I get a little kickback if you guys end up paying for the essential plan. That's the only way we get paid off this YouTube. Everything else is free, guys. Join the Discord. Everything's free. Hit that like and subscribe. Let's do this. I mean, let's do this. If you guys are new and you haven't been here before, welcome. My name is David Worrell. We have an amazing community.